I was arrested because I recommended someone for a job and the person ran with the money. This is a story that I want you people to learn from. I don't know why it took me so long to talk about this. Maybe because I was really traumatized. For my life, I have never had any issues with anybody, not to talk of being arrested and even seeing, what police station look like. So January 2024 was a month in my life that I would never forget. So I met two people online. Because of what I do, I meet a lot of people. And, that period I was just, okay, I was, single, and then I was, talking to a lot of people, like, making friends and all of that. So I met this guy, his name is Best. I'm going to mention his name. Best is not even his name, but that was what he told me, because it was when he was arrested, because he was finally arrested, thank God, that I got to find out his real name. He's an Akwa Ibom person. I don't like to stereotype, but I had, it was a terrible experience. So he told me his name is Best. So we go talking, and I discovered that he's not the kind of person I want to. So we stopped talking. But during the time we were talking, he told me he was into interior decoration and he lives in Lekki, and he has, short legs and all of that. So that conversation stuck with me. So we stopped talking, and later on I met another person. This one is a Yoruba guy. He helped me with a lot of things. He was really like a helper to me, and we were friends. We were cool. Nothing else, nothing more. And this guy, he was not in Nigeria. This other guy, I will not mention his name because he did not do anything to me. So he was not in Nigeria. He was moving back to Nigeria from the country that he was. And he said he wanted. So this guy said he was moving from, the country he was to Nigeria, and he got an apartment that he now asked me, because we had talked for maybe a month or so. So he trusted me and I trusted him. And he asked me if I knew any interior decorator that was going to help him design his new apartment that he was moving to in Nigeria. And then I remembered, I don't know how I even remembered that guy, this other person, the Best, the thief. So I remembered him, and I was like, oh, I know this person. I used to talk to this person. This guy came to me like you don't know people until you really get to know them. So I remember this guy, and I told this other my friend that, oh, there's this somebody I know that is into interior decoration. What I did not tell this other guy that was moving to Nigeria, let's say his name is BC. Let me just use BC. What I did not tell BC was that I didn't really know this guy that well. So because I knew that things could go wrong, I now went back to Best, and I was like, oh, you said you were into interior decoration. Can you send me, pictures or pictures of your work, something like that. So this guy, I don't know where he went to get pictures. He sent me a lot of pictures, and I forwarded them to my friend BC. All right, so BC saw these pictures and I was like, oh, I'm impressed. Something cool, something easy and simple like this. And I was happy that he loved, his work. And in my mind, I thought I was helping another Nigerian, because the country is hard. Go bad if we, support ourselves in the ways that we can, So he liked his work, and I connected them. So I sent the number, Best number to BC, and BC contacted Best. All right. So moving on, they talked. So Best gave him a rundown of everything. Even went as far as visiting the house to see everything. Gave him price, and everything was almost about 3 million naira. So, and this my friend, he had the money and he did not mind. And he even told me that if this your friend deliver, me, I will pay him extra. So I was happy, and Best came to me, let me add this. He came to me and told me, oh, if this thing put through, if this your client pay, I will find you something. In my mind, I was happy. People do recommendations and, middleman, referrals and everything you get. So I felt like, okay, cool. I'll be expecting something. So he inspected the house, gave my friend BC, the price and everything. They agreed and everything was fine. So he was supposed to start work. So my friend paid 2 times. He paid, the first one and the second one. So everything was, fixed. As somebody that, really knows what he wants, he paid the money in full. So that was like around November. So December I traveled home. We were still talking, me and this my friend BC. I wasn't really relating to Bess because, like I said, we had stopped talking because I didn't want to. He was always talking about knacking and all of that. So I stopped talking to him a long time. So this my friend, December I was home. I traveled to the village. I was just chilling with family. And the next thing I saw a message on my phone that, oh, this your friend, Bess is not responding anymore. I was like, because before then, when I send him a message, he will respond fast. So I thought I had that authority or power over him. So I immediately went to send him a message. Like, oh, what's happened? This guy says you're not responding anymore. Best did not answer me again. That was where the problem started. He did not answer me till today. He had calling and texting and calling and texting. It didn't really dawn on me that he had scammed I and my friend. So I was, because they never really scammed me before, so it was weird, it was new to me. And the way he related, I felt like he was a person of integrity, you get. So that was when the problem started though. My friend, he trusted me. Of course, he had helped me so much that there was no reason for me to connive with somebody and scam me. So he believed me to an extent until later. All right. So he was still asking me what's happening until January. He now told me, I'm not going to let Best go away with this, because if I let him get away with this, he's going to do this to another person. So I'm going to file a petition for him to be arrested. I was like, cool, anything to do to catch this guy, because my heart is pure. I don't know this person. That's my mistake. I don't know him. The only thing I know about this young man is that his name is Best. He said he's into interior decoration and he lives in Lekki. That was the only information I had about this guy. So he said he was going to file a petition. I was like, go ahead, let's catch this guy. Let's get this guy and make him pay for this. He was like, okay, cool. So the next thing I heard was I got a call from a police officer, saying I was still in Calabar. He was saying I have to come back to, Lagos, because I was staying in Lagos then. He said I have to come back to Lagos, that they have to see me. They want to ask me some questions and all of that. I was like, okay, I'm still in Calabar. So they gave me time to come back. And so I had to find a way to get back to Lagos, because I didn't want them to think that I was really working with this guy. So I left Calabar before I even wanted to leave. So I hurried down to Lagos, and the next day I went to the police station, thinking it was just because when they contacted me, when the police I was like, I told my friend BC, I was like, how far, why police they call me? I don't have any hand in this, and I really don't know this guy. Do you really trust me? Because I really wanted to know that. I wanted to be sure if he believed me. So he was like, no. They just said they want to question you, ask you some questions so that we'll be able to find this guy. Just go. If anything happens, let me know. You get? So I went there with the confidence that I'm innocent, and he trusts me, he believes my story, he knows that I cannot do this to him. I'll just go there, answer the questions I have to answer, I'll come back home. My people, na lie you. So I got there, and they started asking some questions. See, my Yoruba people, more than over export. I know this thing happens in a lot of places. It's not only in Lagos. But I think as Nigerians, we should not let this happen. Even where I'm in the East, I go to the hospital and you see them speaking Igbo, in a professional area or place. I think we should just speak English, because not be everybody understand the language. In a police station, then they speak Yoruba. You get, even I know that because I've lived in Lagos long enough to know when somebody is talking about me. I understand some small things, So these people traumatized me. I will not lie. They made it. I understand that police, they know they hear you're sorry. They know they hear ignorance, like they say, is something. I forgot how they say it before law or whatever, So They asked me some questions and I was there, and the next thing they said, I was not going home. That if I don't provide this guy, I'm not going home. And so that was where my misery started, So I was there, they did not want me to go. They said I was not going because I have to provide the guy. So we're still talking. Police, they were even trying to, they even pity me, they even come, they advise me, because they don't see me finish. Say, but police officers, police in Nigeria people are very funny. These people, when I explain to them, I even cry self. They will feel like, they will act like they understand me, they pity me. But if this my friend now calls, they will now change the whole story. They will not be strict. They will not be, they will just do like say they don't know me. You get? Because there was a lady and there was a man that was handling this case. So the lady understood that this is me, you don't finish like this. I'm not capable of evil. I don't know, as I am like this. When I even go to places and people are suspecting or trying to be, I am like, I don't know how to do you bad thing. It's not in me. You get? So the whole thing was crazy, and at the end we had to, because they said we have to track this guy, and I didn't have a dime. Like, I did not have any money. I had to source for money, because this my friend, God bless him, he's a nice person. It was just that his brother that was in Lagos, that was running, that even helped him file this petition, was gingering him that it's a lie, that I have a hand. He even came to the police station to tell the police that I know where this guy is. Sorry, I even forgot. When I got to the police station, I gave them my phone. They went through my phone, my chat. I do not delete anything. They went through my chat with this guy. The only part that they saw was that he gave me 10,000 naira. Out of almost 3 million, this guy gave me 10,000 naira. I did not complain, because I was like, okay, do the work. That's the most important thing. Deliver, I beg, So they did not even believe that it was 10,000 naira that this guy gave me from that money. I swear down, they don't believe. They checked my account, So because I had nothing to hide, I gave them my 2 phones. I was like, this is it. I don't know this guy. They even come, they blame me. How will you recommend somebody for over 3 million naira job and you don't know anything about him? I say, I don't learn. This is my first time, and I regret it with my whole heart. Some people that I told about this thing, they were like, this guy, this best guy, is a foolish person. Let's say you're not into the interior decoration, they give you job, at least find somebody that can do it. Get your own cut from inside. There was no point stealing the money or running away or trying to scam, people. So in the end now, this video is getting too long. We had to track the guy. I had to look for money. My friend wanted to pay, but the police officers, they told him that this is his matter. It will not be nice if I don't contribute, because my friend knew I did not have any money on me. So they made him, they said he should not pay the money. I think we tracked that guy with like 300k or 350k or so. So I had to pay most of the money, and he paid the remaining one. So they did not allow him pay, and I understood he had already lost almost 3 million. So I understood I had to pay, because last now me start this whole thing, so we paid the money. And luckily for us, will you guys believe that this guy is a house boy? He's a boy that's living in his Oga's house in Lekki, that is snapping pictures in his Oga's shortlet and using it to deceive people. Do you know that it was when they tracked this guy that they discovered that we are not the only ones that he has scammed though. One lady too was complaining that, this guy scammed her of 1 million naira or so. So luckily for us, the day that we were tracking that guy, that was the last day. If we had not done that thing that day, that guy would have left Lagos and would have not been traceable. Now God save me, because even that first day I forgot to add that how I left the police. So I had somebody come bail me. I had to pay bail money. But they say bail is free. So I had someone come bail me that day. The first day I went to the police station like maybe 5 times or so, so the last time I went there, I just went to thank them. I don't know, they made me feel like they did me a favor, so I went there to thank them, all those kind of things. So we finally caught the guy. When I saw the guy, because I had not seen him in my life, that was the first time, and that was when he was behind bars. I had to go there. When they called me that they had caught him, I had to go. I left my house. I live in Ogba. I went to Oniru. Yes, Oniru, this thing. I had to go there. I told my friend, the man that bailed me, I said, please, let's go. Because he himself, he wanted to see this guy. He went to see this guy. The pictures that he was even sending, self, he fresh for the picture. If you see him in real life, now one, boy like this. In oga self shock. In oga shock. Even the oga wife was saying that they don't dey see his phone dey ring. Cause I've been calling, people dey call. They have seen his phone ring, he no dey pick. If they ask am why you no dey pick call, he go give them one excuse. Omo, na so they take catch this guy oo. Na so I take the thing even make contribute my leaving Lagos finally, because I was so traumatized and I needed to breathe. Like that whole incident e really broke me down. I no go lie. Going every day on my way to that place, I will be crying. Every on my way to the police station, police dem go just dey omo, see, it was crazy for me. And I just wanted to share this. Be careful who you are recommending. You need to know dem reach house. Even people wey you know reach house, dem dey change. Be careful who you are recommending for anything, especially when it involves money. Be careful, please, so that you will not put yourself inside wahala.